Hello Ravencoin lovers, Raven Rebels here with a quick development update video. Today we're gonna talk about the Ravencoin JavaScript wallet and its upcoming feature sweep. And what does it mean to sweep an address on the blockchain? Well, it's about you sending everything there is. You have a private key and you transfer all the funds that this private key, this address holds to yourself. It's not like importing a private key, because you're not importing it to your wallet. You are just sending all the stuff there is to yourself. And why is this good? Well, for example, you can print out QR codes that people can scan, and they can, if they scan it, they can receive your token, for example. Very nifty. Anyhow, let's get started. So I have already prepared an address. By going to ravencoin.org/bip44, you can generate endless amounts of mnemonic keys. We are going to play around on Ravencoin testnet. That is why we select the coin type Bitcoin testnet. Bitcoin testnet for Ravencoin testnet. Confusing, but that's how it is. Anyway, when doing that, you get a truckload of addresses, because this mnemonic key can generate or derive endless amount of addresses. So we took the first address, this guy, and here you can see the WIF, the wallet in the private key in wallet import format. But we have this address. We sent some stuff to that address, so we can open up Solus Explorer, Block Explorer for Ravencoin testnet. We can check out this address, and we can see that it holds 10 Raven on testnet, and it contains one QKN token. So let's write some code. Let's set up the JavaScript, Ravencoin JavaScript wallet code to send some stuff to ourselves. To make this more fun, we want to have a graphical user interface. Yes, that's why we go to Raven Rebels multi-wallet, open source on GitHub, clone this directory, install dependencies and run it, and you will have a graphical user interface where you can create endless amounts of wallets. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. So here somewhere I've already cloned it and installed the dependencies. So here we are. Let's open it up in Visual Studio Code. So here it is. And it has a folder called users, and when you do npm start, you start it, and by default it goes to Ravencoin testnet. You don't need your own node because it's running on testnet from ting.finance, where we provide nodes as a service. So by going to localhost, default port 80, we can see here it's a playground where we can send and receive asset tokens. There are 6 predefined profiles, hard-coded, out of the box, so we can go in and check what party animal is up to, for example. He has lots of tokens and lots of Raven, and we can check what Crazy Cat has a truckload of 8 million Ravencoin on testnet. Okay. And here you can create as many as you like. You can type in anything. Pleb, let's say pleb. Yeah. Now a profile will be created on your local installment. And now you have pleb with a new mnemonic key. Pleb doesn't have anything. We can create pleb 2 just for the fun of it. And now we have a new wallet. And now we have a pleb 2. You can do this forever. So let's use pleb, this guy. So we are going to use the JavaScript wallet, and we are going to sweep this private key, and we're going to send stuff to pleb, not pleb2, pleb. So in this graphical user interface, we will see stuff happening when we run our code. So now let's get our hands dirty. Let's write some code. We open up a new command line window. Here we do. Set title the stuff. Set title the stuff. How is it you type in Windows? Title equals the stuff. How is it? The stuff. Okay, the stuff. Better. Okay, now we can see the difference between the two So now we have the server running, and we will have a we create an empty directory sweep, we call it sweep, and we initialize an empty project, and we type code space dot, which opens up, which is to the code if you have that. So here we have the sweep directory, has nothing. The first thing we do is open the terminal and install the dependency, which is npm install at Raven Rebels Ravencoin.js wallet. Now we will get the JavaScript library to interact with Ravencoin. And then of course we will grab the mnemonic key that we have here in the other window from pleb. So this is the mnemonic key we want to keep. We go back to sweep. We are done. Now let's create a file called index.mjs, as in modular JavaScript. And we paste in our little mnemonic key. Let's check node modules, and we see that we have a Ravencoin JS wallet. We can open up the README file and read the instructions. So here we have a basic example. Let's copy the basic example and run it. And we have our mnemonic key, so we don't need this one. So this one says create the wallet for on testnet with this mnemonic key and print out the balance. Let's see, it should say, it really should say 0. Otherwise something is fishy. 0, we don't have anything. Let's clean up the code. So we do something like this. We do const wallet equals await. We have to wait, it's a promise. Just to make it work, let's do const balance equals await. Everything is, you have to wait everything. Everything is promise based. Wallet get balance. And print out the balance again. Nice, works. But what we want to do, we want to sweep this private key, right? So we have nothing in our wallet, right? We have nothing. This is empty, nothing is happening. So we say const with, which is wallet in import format. And we want to do, what we want to do now is to say wallet sweep. And what does it say? Okay, first argument is the with. Next argument is if we are in online mode or not. That means that are we dry running this, or are we going full Monty? Like if you send in true, things will happen on the blockchain. Otherwise, it will only tell you what will happen. So we start in the covered mode. We say online mode equals false. We do not want to go all the way. We just want to see what happens. So const result equals this one. If we now print out the result, we should be able to run this one, and we take it slowly here. We set up this wallet using the same mnemonic key as we have here in the graphical user interface for pleb. Right? This is the mnemonic key for pleb on testnet. So this is the guy who will receive the funds that are on this address, this private key. And what is that? Well, we saw this on the Blockchain Explorer. It's 10 Raven and it's a token. So let's run the code to see the results, and we run it in false online mode. False meaning we should not broadcast this on the network. It should just tell us the... So we see that it should create two outputs. It should transfer object and it should transfer 9.98 Raven to us. That's because we need to pay the fees, right? So we see we have two unspent transaction outputs. One for the asset Kuken, and one is for Raven. This is what we want to do, and it should be sent to this guy. So we are happy with this one. So let's change online mode to true. Now we really do it. So when we run this code, we want to jump over to the graphical user interface and see what happens. And we are live. Nice. It's running and it's broadcasted. Looky. Immediately in the graphical user interface, you can see that we are receiving 1 QKN. It doesn't say anything about the Raven, probably because it believes that we sent this one to ourselves, something like that. Because we're receiving both Raven and assets. That's very uncommon. That's usually what happens when you send something yourself and you get something back. So it works. Nice. It really works. Here we go. And now we have 9.98 Raven and 1 QKN token. How amazingly nice. And we can see here we received this QKN token. Very nice. So it really works. Perfect. So what you should do is check out this multi-wallet project if you want to on GitHub. And of course check out, can we see it here? Can we open it from this one? No. Oh, you find it on npm.js.com and you search for Raven Rebels. You find lots of stuff. Here you find the JavaScript wallet. So play around with it. It's not still in beta test, so if you use it in production, be careful. All the code is open source on GitHub, so just check it out. Thank you very much for watching. See you. Bye.